The idea of seeing superheroes in the twilight of their lives and their career was really interesting, and you could really see it permeating the film. Obviously, that was something that you wanted to really capture in this.
Absolutely. I mean, the idea of the aging hero, you know, the kind of like an aging sports hero or movie star in Twilight, with this legend, all these stories behind them, some true, some not so true, their own celebrity and their own kind of almost uneasy relationship with their celebrity. All that seemed really interesting to me.
You really helped humanize and normalize Logan in the Wolverine already. You know, we saw him bleed, we saw him hurting. In this one, you take it even further. His healing factors and what he used to be. He's older, he's weaker, he's drunk almost all the time, which means which, you know, before he could drink and really not get drunk. What was it about doing that that was really important for you in this film?
Well, the idea that he's in pain, that he's self-medicating, that the adamantium in his system is somehow toxifying his own system. All this was interesting to me, but was most interesting was the idea of trying to get to a human scale with the movie. You know, I feel like action films and comic book movies in general have almost become in an arms race of who, you know, it used to be something to be $100 million, then it was $150 million, now it's the $200 million plus film. And now it used to be something to have 2 or 3 superhero characters. Now there's 6. Now there's 9. Now there's infinity. You know, it's like
well said.
the reality is that at some point you still only have 120 minutes. So each character is going from having an arc that might be 90 minutes to one that might be 4, and that, you know, you suddenly end up with character arcs the length of Elmer Fudd's in a Warner Brothers cartoon for some of these characters, because you've just burnt up all the real estate with all this scope. Our goal, some of those are great, those movies, but our goal was to try and reduce the scope and try and go deep inside, especially given this was Hugh's last turn at Wolverine, to kind of really go deep inside this character and confront him with the thing he's most frightened of, love.
I saw something in the press kit that you talked about wanting to make this almost like a road trip movie with Charles Xavier and Logan, and their father-son relationship is really great in this. But I kept thinking, I go, that road trip where they initially go to Mexico, how would you picture them? I picture them as 2 grumpy old men arguing about everything.
Yeah.
You know, what song to put on, where to stop, when to stop to go to the bathroom.
No, I could have made a whole movie.
There's a lot of humor in the movie, too, in that relationship.
And I could have made a whole movie about those guys in a car. I mean, I think I've said it before, but that one of the main ways I pitched this movie to the studio was Little Miss Sunshine with superheroes. That I said I wanted to jam these characters in a van or a small pickup truck and send them across the United States. But also, you know, the other aspect of the road picture, which was an attempt in every department, I was trying to separate us, redefine us in a way from the way these movies are made. You know, the way you make a different film is you make it a different way. It isn't just having a different goal, but you have to rethink all the default processes. And one of them is that these movies are shot on stages a lot, with a lot of green screen now. And we didn't do that. You know, we took our characters out in the world. And I think it makes a difference just to the texture, the way it feels. Fans have gotten really sensitive to the way the antiseptic kind of glossy feeling of one of these green screen epics. And I think I wanted to feel like these characters were taken on the road. And it's one of the ways we made the film less expensive, you know, which we had to do because it's the way we earned our rating.
Real quick, has there ever been a superhero character as perfectly suited for Johnny Cash music as Logan?
I don't think so. No, I think their voices, particularly with Logan in his Twilight years, is like a perfect combination.